know that totally to be dharma. Sarva dharma parityajya mamekam sharanam vrajam. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask the Panditjis to please come again, and we're going to do one shloka from them, and then we will get going proper. Acha, Panditji, आप आइए. Doesn't matter. अच्छा, खड़े हो जाए. Everybody please stand up. हाथ जोड़कर भगवान से प्रार्थना करो बड़े प्यार से.
भद्रकाले नमो नित्यं सरस्वती नमो नमः वेद वेदांत वेदांग वेद्यस्तानि वैव च ओम गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात् परम ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम.
Whenever we start something important in life, the Hindu mindset is one that says to begin everything with a prayer. Prayer are of different types and different classes. We have what is called prarthana and secondly upasana. Prarthana and upasana are the two types of prayers that we generally have. One is an encomium, which means a word of honor to God. For example, God is compassionate, He's loving, He's kind. All of these are descriptions. And so we give this encomium to God. That is forms part of our prayer. But also after that we say, oh God, give me good education, give me a good job, give me, this is called a law of beggary, right? And that forms a second part of our prayer. So what we're addressing today is, why do we start with a prayer? What is this idea that in doing something that we should begin with a prayer? The deepest desire that man has, the deepest desire that we have, is to be in the company of God. That is a very deep-rooted desire. We do not understand it. We do not see it every day. It doesn't come to the surface of our minds every day. But the deepest desire that we have is to be in the presence of God. The greatest desire that an atheist has, the greatest desire of an atheist, is to hope that he will be proven wrong one day. Okay? The greatest desire of an atheist is to be proven wrong at some point, right? In fact, what keeps atheism going is the whole idea that there is a God. If you take that away, you don't have an atheist, because there's not an argument. All right? So what keeps an atheist going is the nature of God. And so because we have a very deep-rooted desire, the most profound expression of our desire is what we refer to as a prayer. The deepest desires that we have is expressed as what is called prayer. So prayer is an expression of our deepest desires that lies very quietly at the very bottom core of our psychological self. We do prayers because of a few things. One, do we have an obligation to God? Two, can we fulfill that obligation through prayers? And of course, prarthana means requesting from God, and upasana means to worship God. This is the two forms, right? One says, let us do the worship to God, and the other one says, let us request from God. Now, how many of you have requested something from God before? Right? You've always wanted something. Oh God, give me this, give me that, make me this, make me that, right? And that's what we refer to as our prarthana. And our upasana is when we say, like we've done prayers this morning, the prayer is speaking to the nature of Kali, the nature of Vidya, in the form of Saraswati, the essence of knowledge and the exposition of time within the context of that knowledge. This is an interpretation of the prayer that was earlier done. and then obeisance to the Guru, which forms an upasana. Okay? So do we have an obligation to God? I want you to take some time with your group and just talk a little bit about that, and then I'm going to come back and ask one person from the group to tell me about what is your obligation to God.